Alrighty, so this is my little presentation video for making a ERD as well as a spreadsheet, just so we can try and make a database or figure out how to like reverse engineer a database. Um, so I'm choosing something that I'm really familiar with. So it's the church's website. It's their conference section on their gospel library app. I use this a lot for like personal studies and things, so I figured this could be maybe um, like a good one, simple one, just to kind of deconstruct. So looking here, we can see like we have like a lot of conferences, from all the different years. We have a bunch of speakers and we have a lot of topics. So those will probably be the three main things we focus on. So I first started by making a spreadsheet. Um, And at least with this spreadsheet, I won't go into too much depth, at least with the leaking tables here. I'll probably go more in depth on the ERD. But I went through and I made three individual tables first. So like first with the speaker where I have the ID as the primary key, and like their first name, last name, calling, calling ID, I guess at least. And it's just kind of brainstorming with this. Then I have a linking table with the callings thing where you have a calling ID and then the name of the calling. I made a topics table where you have like the name of the topic. It could be a gospel topic, like adversity, faith, whatever. And then I have like general conference with all the years and months. I also had a session table. I wasn't honestly quite sure about this one, but I added this one because there's many sessions in a general conference. Um, but yeah, anyway, and there's like one general conference per many sessions. Anyway, so this is a spreadsheet that I created. So after I created this, I went over to the ERD, the MySQL Workbench, and I made a ERD. Here you can see like I have like my speaker table where I put in like the first name, last name. I threw in gender. I mean, I feel like that's probably not something you necessarily have to have for this database, but I threw it in there just, I guess, why not? And I set at least the character lengths to 50. I feel like it shouldn't exceed more than that, but in case you have like a foreign name that maybe goes longer, then it can account for that. When I linked it to the calling, I have the calling table with the ID and then the name of the calling. And then I linked it with a linking table here. And in the linking table, I threw in like the date called, because that could be information they might need, but at least maybe looking at general conference, maybe not necessarily. With the topics, I have the topic ID and then the name of the topic, and then I linked that with the speaker table, because a speaker can give many talks on a topic, and many topics can be covered by many speakers. So I have like a many-to-many relationship here with this linking table. Going over to the conference table, I have the conference ID and then the conference month and year, kind of like a date kind of deal, with data type. And I have the session as well, because it could be like evening session, morning session. And I link all those with a linking table, because a speaker can speak in many conferences, and a conference has many speakers. There's also a speaker can speak in many sessions, and each session has many speakers, so on and so forth. So I linked it all with this linking table here. But yeah, besides that, this is my ERD diagram for general conference. And like I said, I basically just took like this spreadsheet where I just went through, just like kind of like one by one, and just see like how these things are related on the actual website. Where it's like I can look at the speaker and see, there are probably like many sessions and whatever of general conference. I also did like each topic has like many speakers, like there's many different talks about it. So that's how I arrange that. But besides that, that is my ERD diagram and the spreadsheet I made for deconstructing and reverse engineering a database.